Another crisp fall evening in Columbia, California, as the Columbia College Claim Jumpers are set to face off against the West Hills-Coalinga Falcons at the Oak Pavilion at Columbia College. Columbia College coming off a loss last week to College of Sequoias, and we'll see how they do against West Hills-Coalinga right after this. Columbia College coming into the match 1-10 on the season. They beat Alameda back on September 9th, and the closest game that they had to winning since then was September 22nd against West Hills Lemoore. You can watch that anytime on demand on NorCal Sports TV. They lost 3-2. It was a stunning loss, and then they went on to play Taft, Fresno City, Merced, and College of Sequoias, where they dropped 3-0 in all of those games. I apologize for not being able to be with you last week. I was at my sister's wedding, so congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Woodson. But I'm with you now as Columbia College is set to face off against West Hills-Coalinga, which on paper, it seems that these two teams are going to go 5 sets if they please to. And during the warm-ups, West Hills-Coalinga, they had some issues getting the ball over the net cleanly. They have a lot of striking power, and they could get that ball to the ground very fast. Although the issue is that the ball always either hits the net or they can't quite get it inbounds with that power set. So that'll take effect against Columbia, but Columbia, they are very good at digging the ball, getting it back up in the air, but we'll see how they can do against this Falcons team. Columbia in the black uniform as well. West Hills-Coalinga Falcons are in the red. Both teams not sure what their starting lineup would be like only 30 minutes ago, but they have finally chosen. As on the court for the Claim Jumpers, we have Elise Sturznacker, Katie Reel, Ashlyn Mason, Annabelle Germino, and Emma Collette. And the first set is underway as Columbia serving first. And Reel able to put it back over in a net violation on West Hills-Coalinga, giving them the first point. A good look to start the match as Elise Sturznacker starting in the serving position. And there's that power like we were talking about in the pregame And Columbia able to keep that one alive and in the air, putting it back over to the Falcons side. And the power once again, hit after hit by the Falcons, but Columbia slowly making sure that the ball is going to get back over to the other side. And that one just inside the line, that power really taking effect early on in the first set. We'll take another look as you see a beautiful setup right in the middle of the net, and unable to get there in the back of the line was Annabelle Germino. That serve just getting over the net, and Columbia is there to put it back over. That's Emma Collette. Backward set this time, crossing the court. Germino there. Collette with a bump over the net, surprising the Falcons, and another point for Columbia. Take one more look at that. Collette just bumping it into the right place. You can see number 12 for West Hills-Coalinga, Tatiana Mendoza, saying that's my fault. It's not going to happen again. And another big strike straight to the ground. That one's good for the Falcons. Getting high up above that net and making sure that there's no chance for the Claim Jumpers to keep it alive. One more look at it. Straight down past Collette. And here's Stevens serving. Collette answering. Sturznacker setting up Germino. Tips it over the blockers. And a violation on Columbia, giving the Falcons another point. Stevens again, straight over the middle to Collette. And Sturznacker to Germino, the big setup, doing that each and every game, making sure that they have it down. Unable to keep it alive is number 8, Ashlyn Mason. We'll take one more look at that, just barely tipping it over. Mason with a tip, Collette with the foot. Can't keep it alive and up in the air as the Falcons have an early 4-2 lead. See just off the side of the hand and the frustration from Germino. Setting it over to that opposite side, up and over, and just inside the line. Columbia thought it was going to go out, but able to keep it alive and in bounds. One more look at it here. You see it just one ball length inside the markers. 6-2, Falcons up. Sturznacker backward set and up and over the antenna, but just outside as Shelby Crom unable to get it back over. And a timeout by Columbia as the Falcons have a 7-2 lead on NorCal Sports TV. Seven to 2, West Hills-Coalinga Falcons up over the Columbia College Claim Jumpers. Talking to head coach Jeff Wanderer of the Falcons before the match, I asked him what the key players for the team were, and he said just about all of them. Every single player on the team does their work. We substitute a lot. We get every single player in there, and we make sure that the other team doesn't know who's going to get the ball. We have every single powerhouse. Each and every player is going to do something on the match. Out of the break, Stevens serving just inside the line. That's an ace. Isabella Stevens, one more look at that. Columbia thinking it was going to go just outside, but able to keep it in. Collette not taking a chance this time as Katie Reel can't keep it in, just off the side of the hand, going to the Falcons bench. Stevens hitting the net again. Sturznacker setting up Collette, who gets it over the blockers. In some trouble on the Falcons side. That's good for the Columbia College Claim Jumpers. A little too high for a bump and a little too low for a set. Beautiful positioning by the Claim Jumpers team. Madison Talavera putting that one into the net. Just like we were talking about in the pregame, where during their warm-ups, the Falcons unable to get the ball over the net 100% of the time, not even close, but they sure showed up in the first few points, but that one couldn't quite get over. Germino sacrificing. Sturznacker to Germino, who gets it up over the blocker, one-handed tip. In some trouble at the net. Sturznacker setting up Corpus. But that'll be a point for the Falcons. There's the substitutions from Coalinga's side. There's Collette again, up and over the blockers. And the Falcons in some trouble, keeping it alive, and finally gets it back over to the Claim Jumpers, who will set up again, this time for Germino. That one goes up and over the top of Chavez Hernandez. We'll take another look at that one. She went for the kill, but couldn't quite get the hand on it. Ashlyn Mason serving now, and that one just over the back line. A little bit too much power. There's a huge block by the Falcons, not allowing that ball to come over at all. Germino, who's usually a big powerhouse hitter, just couldn't get that one through the blockers, making it 13-5, Falcons up over the Claim Jumpers. Falcons having to settle for a little flick over the top, but couldn't get it over the net either. Germino with a great serve, and that's an ace for Germino. One hit on the Falcon side and out of bounds. Nothing to return as Germino stays at the line. Calissa Ortega was on the receiving side. There's Germino again, getting it straight to Ortega. And Germino upset with that one as it goes straight into the net. Tip over the top by Sturznacker. And a huge strike by the Falcons off the hands of Mason, and that one hits the scoreboard for an automatic Falcon point. Take one more look at that one. You can see the power just coming straight off the hands, almost into the rafters. Collette with the strike this time. And setting up, here's the hit again. And Sturznacker will get called on that violation going underneath the net. Something you really don't want to lose a point on. See that one there, just barely getting her foot across. And real set, no good, as it's brought down to the opposite side by Chavez Hernandez. Not a lot of power needed, just enough to put it back down on the Claim Jumper side. Columbia can't quite get to that one as it nears the stands. And the Falcons at 18-7, 11-point lead, looking to close out the first set. Ortega still in command, the freshman libero. And there's Real putting it to the back line. That one's good for the Jumpers, bringing it down to 10. Columbia looking to do everything they can to come back in this first set. Lisa Corpus now serving. And that's the point for the Jumpers as a net violation occurs on the Falcons side. Just at the bottom there. And Corpus's serve goes a little bit too much off that back line. A 2-point swing from Columbia as we take a look at that again. Alexia Vansil serving for the Falcons. And this will be up to Germino to get it back over for the Falcons. And she does. Switching back to the offensive side, Germino getting another point. Back to Elise Sturznacker starting the game serving. Now back at the line. And too powerful again for the Jumpers as the Falcons go into the 20-point territory. And Collette sacrificing on that one, although the ball looked like it was going to head out of bounds. That's a risk she was going to take. Look at that serve one more time. It was going to be close, but Collette made the right decision. If you're not sure, go for it anyway, but just off the hands. Same position again, but Sturznacker is there to stop it. High up, setting up Germino. 3 blockers this time for the Falcons. Tip over the top and falling to the ground for another Falcon point. Now only 3 points away for West Hills-Coalinga to take the first set. And Soraya Harris that time getting too much of the net, dropping back down to her own side. So Katie Reel back in command for the Jumpers. Down by 11 in the first set. That violation will be called on Lisa Corpus of the Claim Jumpers. And another serve into the net, that time from Isabella Stevens. Immediately subbed out after that. And Corpus will come back in for Columbia as well. And a beautiful setup by the Falcons, straight to the ground by Sinai Cooper. Take a look at that, splitting those blockers and into the open area. Now the Falcons only 1 point away from the first set. Here's Germino just outside that left line, and the West Hill-Coalinga Falcons take the first set. Columbia will be back out on the court looking to take the second set here on NorCal Sports TV.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches. So,
and the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun.
Meeting new people, making new friends.
The games, I love playing games here.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for three. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the chills?
Beautiful
I have the
finish.
chills.
I definitely
look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because I thought there was going to be like very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was really fun.
Thank you to all our local NCS TV sponsors, including Minners Tree Company, trimming, hauling, and removal. Call 209-591-3747. Benton Roberson CPAs. And the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. West Hills-Coalinga taking the first set 25-12. Columbia making some adjustments during the break. We'll see what those are and how they will take effect right now in the second set. One player still out for the Claim Jumpers, Mary Montano, who is one of the leading scorers for the team before she was injured earlier on in the season. Still no update on her when she could return, but it could also be any time as well. Big hit from the Falcons on that side, but Columbia able to keep it alive. Real throwing it down. That one's good for a point. See in that 4 spot where Annabelle Germino usually is, they replaced her with Shelby Crom as Germino playing in that back line. Real again, putting it over to the Falcon side. And a block as well. Real for a third time now. Germino to Sturznacker. Hughes can't quite get it over. A nice setup, a nice strike, but just too much in the net. Hughes was looking to receive that one, went for the bump when the set was there for her for another Falcon point. Collette from the middle court, received by Evelyn Calderon. Too much power on that one from the Falcon side. That one's good for Real and the Claim Jumpers, as the Falcons were unable to do anything on their side of the court. Falcons able to receive this time. Across the side. Collette sacrificing, and Real putting it back over lightly, as the Falcons now have a chance for another big strike. And there it is. Straight to the ground. Real was there for it, but couldn't get enough. Real setting up, and Collette there off that back line as Germino able to keep it in. Columbia taking their time as Germino is there to tip it over. That's another point for the Jumpers. Germino not giving the power, but instead finding the open space on the court. Keep it in bounds. First time serving in the match, Shelby Crom. There's Germino again, but couldn't get it over. Little miscommunication. You saw the hesitation from all the frontline players, including Sienna Gorman, where she had to eventually get it up for Germino. And Germino with another strong hit that leads it out of bounds. Little overcorrection from the previous play into the net. Here comes the power again from the Falcons. Sturznacker able to stop that one as Germino sets it back into the middle court. Collision from the Falcon players as that one falls on their side of the court for another Claim Jumper point. Beautiful setup by the Claim Jumpers, able to put the ball exactly where it needed to be, where the Falcon players called it at the same time. And Alexa Hughes serving for the first time as well, but couldn't get it over the net. Set up over the middle, way over that back line. Columbia closing in once again, now only a 1-point swing in favor of the Falcons. Nice block by Sturznacker and Real, with the Falcons able to recollect. Sturznacker setting up opposite side, and that one's good from Sienna Gorman. Tying it up 7-7. One more look. Blocker did get a hand on it, but Gorman able to put it down. Germino, a great serve just over the net, and that one's another point for Columbia, taking the lead 8-7. We will see if that momentum can keep going from this point now. Germino to the back line. Another ace for the Jumpers, 9-7. Annabelle Germino, unstoppable from behind the line. See the miscommunication from the Falcon players. Germino again looks a little too powerful, and it is stopping that three-point swing from Germino. Real keeping it alive off the block. And another spike into the net as Sturznacker sets up Real, and another block by the Falcons. That front line very strong for the Falcons as that one drops down in front of Hughes to tie it up 9-9. And an ace from the Falcons straight into the empty court in front of Hughes. And that forces the Claim Jumpers for a timeout. 11-9, Falcons up over the Claim Jumpers. This broadcast of Claim Jumper Volleyball is brought to you by Chicken Ranch Casino, Claim Jumper Volleyball, Woods Creek Café, California Student Housing, Columbia College Foundation, the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, Benton Roberson CPAs, Sonora Conference Center, Flappy's Pizza Co., Scott's Distributing, and Caldera Construction. Columbia keeping it close in the second set as they tied it up at 9-9, although the Falcons coming back on top for an 11-9 score, forcing the Claim Jumpers to take a break. One thing that you can notice from the West Hills-Coalinga side is the power that they have. They don't necessarily set it up exactly correctly every single time, but once they do get that ball over the net, it is very important for the Claim Jumpers to get underneath the ball, put it back up in the air, because that's just something that the Falcons do very well, is put the ball on the ground. So be aware of that after this break. Germino receiving for Sturznacker. And another big strike from Germino, closing that gap to 1. Not an easy play to make from that back line to get it over the net and drop so early in the court. And the miscommunication from the Falcons. Stevens went up for the fake, although no one was there behind her to finish it off. A big hit from Evelyn Calderon finds its way inbounds off the tipped hand. Collette just getting a piece of that one. To the serving position goes Alexia Vansil. Real calling for it, bumping backwards to the Falcons side, and another big strike from Stevens, but Collette sacrificing to make sure that ball doesn't hit. And there's a point for the Jumpers off the hands of a Falcon. That was Shelby Crom making that strike. And Sturznacker unable to keep it in bounds off that serve. And the Jumpers in some trouble now, giving the Falcons a 2-point lead again, although making the second set much closer than the first. Crom again, a little bit too much power as West Hills-Coalinga pulling away with the second set. Collette over the three blockers. And Flores with the point for the Falcons. Good dig from that back row and sets up Flores just off that left side. Here's the setup for Columbia as Hughes punches it over. But another great setup to Flores, and she gets it through the blockers, puts one down the hole. Take one more look at this one. Getting it through Reel and Crom. Up by 5. Good communication from the Claim Jumpers, calling it out as it was just off that back line. Flores again off that backside, and they're going to say it was tipped for a Falcon point. A tough break for the Claim Jumpers. Just the fingertip is enough to give the Falcons the point on that one. Sturznacker to Germino. Goes over the net, but a Falcon point once again. Let's take one more look at that one. You see Sturznacker bumping it up for Germino. And they're going to call that one in just inside the line. 20-13, the Falcons up. Stevens again. Germino with a big strike to the back line. Flores with the punch over. And hitting the antenna puts the Falcons at 21-13. Sturznacker to Germino. A huge block by the Falcons. Back onto the Jumpers side. Germino again. This time that one's good for the Jumpers. 21-14. Germino with the strike. Not one, but 2 times for Germino. Crom taking your time. And just outside the right line. Jumpers having some trouble serving today, as another one goes wide. Substitutions for West Hills-Coalinga now at the serving position, Jada Duingmala. Sturznacker to Germino. Can't quite get the handle on it. A great duo that the Claim Jumpers have. Sturznacker and Germino always on the same page, setting them up exactly how they're supposed to do it, although Germino not enough of the hand on it to get it over the net. Right to left to Hughes. Is that set just off? And that one inside the line. Count it for the Claim Jumpers. Right in front of that back line judge. Let's take another look. Beautiful placement by Alexa Hughes. Able to drop that one just inside the marks. And she will be serving now. The freshman player out of Modesto. Played in multiple volleyball leagues in the Valley. And now playing for the Claim Jumpers. Germino setting it over to the back line, but the Falcons were ready for it. Huge strike, setting up Real over the top, back and forth, but inside the lines, the Falcons with another one. That was Madison Talavera, putting the Falcons 1 point away from taking the second set. 24-15 as Jaden Flores serving. Sturznacker to Collette. And the miscommunication from the Falcons leads to a Claim Jumper point. Germino, the best server of the day for the Claim Jumpers. Can't get that one over. I guess I jinxed it. My bad. 25-16. Falcons up in the second set. 2-0 over your Columbia College Claim Jumpers on NorCal Sports TV.
Scott's Distributing and Vending Service. For more than 23 years, Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has been locally owned and operated. Run by folks who have a vested interest in the success and prosperity of our local economy. Learn more about our full-line vending machine services, office coffee service, and janitorial supplies by visiting scottsdistributing.net. That's scottsdistributing.net. Or by calling 209-736-0963. This broadcast of Claim Jumper Volleyball is brought to you by Chicken Ranch Casino, Claim Jumper Volleyball, Woods Creek Café, California Student Housing, Columbia College Foundation, the NCS-TV Summer Basketball Camp, Benton Roberson CPAs, Sonora Conference Center, Flappy's Pizza Co., Scott's Distributing, and Caldera Construction.
The West Hills-Coalinga Falcons up 2-0 over the Columbia College Claim Jumpers. Thank you to Minner's Tree Company, Trimming, Hauling, and Removal, 209-591-3747 for sponsoring Columbia College Volleyball on NorCal Sports TV. Follow NorCal Sports TV on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube at NorCal Sports TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to make sure you never miss the action. Columbia looking to keep themselves in the match as they need to win this one, or else they will be shut out by the Falcons. Sturznacker starting the third set with an ace. A great start to the third set for the Claim Jumpers. Straight over to the middle, and the libero unable to get there in time. This time they're there for it, though. Every single player going in. There's a big strike to the outside corner, but can't get it down. That was Tatiana Mendoza. The big strike to the outside. Sturznacker to the back row. And coming cross court, a huge strike from Saria Harris, but the Claim Jumpers there to stop him. Harris again, another big block by the Claim Jumpers, but can't get it to fall inside the Falcons' territory. Hughes setting it over. Sturznacker to Hughes again, and a block by the Falcons, leading to a Falcon point. And an ace for the Falcons as Germino can't get enough. That is Saria Harris. 3 points in a row for her. And Harris puts that one into the net, though. So now Katie Reel taking advantage, serving. And Katie Reel with an ace for the Jumpers. Doing everything she can to keep them alive. And Stevens with a big strike straight to the ground, getting up over the net and nothing but the court. One more look at it. Stevens straight past every single jumper. She ties it up 4-4. She will be sent to the serving line. And too much power leads to a jumper point. Lisa Corpus to serve for Columbia. Sienna Gorman was there to tip it straight back over the net, and a Claim Jumper point as the Falcons unable to keep it in bounds. The backward set way too powerful. Real keeping that one alive. Germino fighting for it off the back end, and Hughes straight underneath the net. Gets it back over to Falcon side. And outside the antenna for Germino, leading to another Falcon point. Back and forth. Great job by both teams, but you see the ball just outside the antenna as Corpus and Crom take a seat on the bench. Real receives back row, and the miscommunication from Sturgeonacker and Gorman helps him out, but that time another strike from the Falcon side. That was Sinai Cooper. See here, straight into two Claim Jumper players who can't keep it alive. Collette in some trouble, but able to get it over. And Real finding that back line, but just a little bit too much power. Collette bumping over the blockers. And another point for the Falcons as Sturgeonacker finding herself underneath the net again. Unfortunate for the Claim Jumpers on that one. Never really got the handle on it that they needed. No control for them. And the Falcons up by 3 points, 9-6 on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of Claim Jumper Volleyball is brought to you by Chicken Ranch Casino, Claim Jumper Volleyball, Woods Creek Café, California Student Housing, Columbia College Foundation, the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, Benton Roberson CPAs, Sonora Conference Center, Flappy's Pizza Co., Scott's Distributing, and Caldera Construction.
The West Hill-Coalinga Falcons with a 2-0 lead over the Columbia College Claim Jumpers. Now in the lead in the third set as well, 9-6. As the Claim Jumpers calling another timeout, seeing what they can do different, which has helped in the previous first two sets, although weren't able to finish it off strong like they needed to. Columbia will play Reedley next at Reedley College on October 13th, and the next home game for the Claim Jumpers is against Taft on October 27th. You can watch that here on NorCal Sports TV. And for West Hills-Coalinga, they will play West Hills-Lemoore on the 13th. And a serve into the net from Jada Duang-Mala. As Hughes will come out for the Jumpers, and in comes Ashlyn Mason. And she will take over in the serving position for Hughes. And another point for the Falcons as the miscommunication leading to more points for Coalinga. Straight into that open area. No Claim Jumper found there. Looking promising for the Claim Jumpers. As Real will set up Sturgeonacker for Germino. But that one over the net and out of bounds, leading to another Falcon point. Sturgeonacker just a little too powerful on her setup to Germino. But that one's good as it comes off the hand of a blocker. And Jaden Flores with another point for the Falcons. Up and over the top. One more look at it. One piece of the hand from Collette. Now a 5-point lead. Collette putting it over. Mason stopping that one. And Germino finding that back line. As Flores can't get it over. Not enough height on the ball as Germino will be back to serve. Received by the libero. And Germino just out of reach and inside it goes. Just inside that line, you see the shot from Chavez Hernandez. And another point for the Falcons as that one finds itself wide. And another ace for the Falcons, point after point, taking the lead, 7 points up. Columbia able to keep it alive that time as Collette puts it over. Reel and Sturznacker colliding at the net. And more miscommunication from the Claim Jumpers as Germino and Sturznacker were there. Reel bumps it back. And Chavez Hernandez with another beautiful strike to the ground, but Germino's there to stop it. And too much power on that one for another Claim Jumper point, now bringing it down back to 7. And that one stays in with the block from Reel. And Columbia able to keep it alive as they will set up Flores off that left side. Another block by Reel. And another spike by Reel. 3 in a row for Katie Reel. Able to get it down in the Falcons side. Back within 6. One more look at it. Finally able to put it down. And Collette caught a little too much of the net. Mason bumping over. And another block by Reel. That one's good for the Claim Jumpers. Reel stopping everything coming her way. And another block by Reel. Another one down the hatch, added to the board. Katie Reel with 4 quick points in the third set, keeping the Claim Jumpers alive right when they needed it. And Elise Sturznacker back at the service line. And Katie Reel again with another block. Germino over the top, finds the libero. Collette will set up Mason. Falcons in some trouble. Can't find their way there. Claim Jumper slowly coming back. Now only at a 4-point deficit. Strike to the back line, just outside for another Claim Jumper point, now within 3. That was the closest it could be without being in, as the Claim Jumpers find the luck. And another one just outside the line. Claim Jumpers in the third set coming back. Slowly but surely, now only 2 points separate them and the Falcons. Stursnacker will set up for Real. Real finding that back line just out of bounds that time for the Claim Jumpers. Take one more look, see how close that really was. And Hughes will come in for the Claim Jumpers for Ashlyn Mason. Germino from the back line, splitting those blockers onto the ground. Another point for the Jumpers. And Real to serve now. Stevens with a block from Crom. Can see Hughes was not ready for that one as it came off the hand of Crom. Stursnacker setting up Germino again, finding that back line, but Flores is there to stop it. Collette to Germino, back line again, off one hand. Claim Jumpers once again, 19-17, Falcons up. Sienna Gorman coming back in, as well as Lisa Corpus. No libero for the Claim Jumpers. Corpus serving just over the top of the net. Falcons fighting for it, and no one's there to receive on the Claim Jumper side. Both teams closing the gap for the third set as Collette comes back into the game. Jada Dueng-Mala serving for the Falcons as Collette receives that one. Germino tipping it back over. Backward set to Hughes. She's in some trouble as she bumps it back over. Stursnacker to Germino, and a huge block by Arelis Chavez Hernandez. Hughes digs that one up. And Germino with a set over the top. Off the hand of Sienna Gorman, falling shy, as now the Falcons are only 3 points away from taking the third set and the victory. But for right now, 22-17, Claim Jumpers take a timeout on NorCal Sports TV. West Hills-Coalinga only 3 points away from taking the third set and the victory away from the Columbia College Claim Jumpers. 22-17, what Columbia has done in this third set is absolutely incredible. Annabelle Germino and Katie Reel, 2 big players in this third set, and they're still down by 5, which is almost unfathomable to actually think about. But here it is, 22-17. We'll see what the Claim Jumpers can do at this point, if they can stay alive, as Reel puts that one off the hands, and now the Falcons only 2 points away. Another big strike from Sinai Cooper. It's not easy to stop those players from striking on those opposite sides. Sturznacker finds Germino, and that one's good. Hughes will come out of the game, and in comes Ashlyn Mason to serve. Catches a piece of the net. Colette Sturznacker to Germino. A block from the Falcons sets up Reel, and they are going to call a violation on the Claim Jumpers to put the Falcons only 1 point away from taking the third set and the victory. This is the deciding factor for West Hills-Coalinga. Germino catches a piece of the net. Falcons looking to end it here. Germino with a big strike. And Flores ends it with that one as it comes off the hands of Emma Collette. 3 sets straight for West Hills-Coalinga, but a hard-fought battle by the Columbia College Claim Jumpers. 24-18 in that third set, 25-12 in the first. And we'll be back with the post-game show right after this on NorCal.
This broadcast of Claim Jumper Volleyball is brought to you by Chicken Ranch Casino, Claim Jumper Volleyball, Woods Creek Café, California Student Housing, Columbia College Foundation, the NCS-TV Summer Basketball Camp, Benton Roberson CPAs, Sonora Conference Center, Flappy's Pizza Co., Scott's Distributing, and Caldera Construction.
The Columbia College Claim Jumpers fall 3-0 to West Hills-Coalinga. Talking before the game with Coach Jeff Wander, head coach of West Hills-Coalinga, he said, it's going to be a close game. We're not sure what really to expect. We watched the film, but we'll just see what happens because it's up to the players to execute what is supposed to be done. You see Columbia, 12 points in the first, 16 in the second, and then 18 in the third, and that was the most exciting set out of the 3, and still losing by 7 points. It was quite a shocker. Annabelle Germino and Katie Reel, a strong stance, and they'll be looking to go up against Reedley on October 13th. That's their next game, and that will be at Reedley College, so be aware of that. The next home game, October 27th against Taft. You can watch that here on NorCal Sports TV. Tonight, Turlock High versus Downey High. High school football, 7 o'clock. Join us on NorCal Sports TV. And tomorrow, Merced plays Foothill at 1 o'clock. But until then, I'm Levi Flores for Dion I and the rest of our crew. Thank you for watching Columbia College Claim Jumper Volleyball on NorCal Sports TV.